Hello everybody. In today's tutorial I will show you how to make a sheep farm and a wheat farm which can help sustain the sheep farm. First of all, you're gonna need to locate a group of sheep, the bigger the better. When you found them, you should hold the wheat in your hand which will gather them all around you. You can then click F to get it in your offhand and use a shovel to dig a hole just as I am, with one block remaining in the middle which you will use to jump out of the hole. This will be used to contain the sheep since they cannot get out but you can. After you have the sheep contained, you can start creating the foundation of the sheep's pen as well as the little house that they can spend their cold nights in. You can play around with the design of the house or you can build it just like me. I like to have it open to the rest of the sheep's pen, since the sheep should be able to choose when they go in and out. But to get to the outside world, I like to have a double door or a double fence, since if one sheep gets past one line of fence, you still have another line of fence to get them back into the pen. As you can see, you don't really need to make this pen ridiculously complicated. But once you're done, you can place one dirt block in the hole where the sheeps are, along the edge like I did, and then you guide them out with some wheat. You can then close up the hole, which will give the sheep their finished pen. Moving on, this is usually how I like to make my crops, by placing a bunch of dirt in the river with small water holes here and there. You can then plow these fields and plant seeds, which will turn into wheat. I also tend to put fences around my land, since hostile mobs can come and trample the crops, which is obviously a negative. If you're playing in a colder environment whilst using the Toughest Nails mod pack, I would also suggest putting down lanterns around your water holes, since that will keep them from freezing, which in turn will dry up the crops and not make them grow. You can then add some pretty details, like paths when using a shovel on dirt, which will make them have this walked on look, and using bone meal on just grass, which will cause flowers and taller grass to grow there. Now with every piece of wheat you harvest, you will get more than what you put in, which will allow you to expand the farm eventually much bigger. I'm lastly going to build a little storage shed on the side, which will have storage for both what I get from the farmstead and what I get from the crops, as well as a hidden storage in the ceiling for whatever you might want there. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. Have a great day.